Yeah, Arrowhead Chiefs. It's your girl, Miss Nicole. Queen of Hustle, baby. Started from the bottom, now we here. My homie at the start of his career. Let's go. Try to win him early, hear the truth. Tune in every Sunday for the juice. Arrowhead Chief Podcast, bringing all the news. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Chris style, out here rapping for the crew. Post game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Post game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube.
What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? You're tuned in to the Arrowhead Chief Podcast, episode 232. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Whether you're at home, you're at work, whatever you're doing, we appreciate you tapping in with us at this time on the live stream. Also, if you're listening on the playback, we appreciate you too. Put a comment in the comment section. We got a lot of things to speak on, talk on briefly on the Chiefs and Arrowhead and possibly staying in Missouri. There was a report out there. I don't know how true this report is, but there's a report out there. Talk about another Chiefs bowl prediction from a certain media member who always has this annual prediction in the middle of June. Give our expectations on George Karlaftis, give our top Chiefs moments ever, well, in the Mahomes era. Talk about Travis Kelce, possibly playing in 2026. And I'm going to do another blind ranking game with my man Mar. Because I know he loves those.
That shit was diabolical, bro.
This one shouldn't be as bad. So, but Mar, how you feeling, man? How you doing?
Man, feeling good, feeling great, feeling good. It's a Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. It's Chiefs Tuesday. Talking Chiefs football. I mean, dog. I mean, does it get any better than this? I mean, it does, but we'll leave that for another show at another time. But hey, man, I'm highly blessed and favored, bro. Man, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Like I said, it's my off day. You know what I'm saying? I always like to chill and relax, and I had to do a few things in the morning, but I've been chilling, man, since before the show. So I'm feeling good, man. I'm just ready for football season. Basketball season is over.
Done.
I mean, the draft is tomorrow, and off season and all that good stuff. But I'm ready for football season, man. You know what I'm saying? We're like a little bit out of a month away from training camp. You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, man. Let's talk about this real briefly. Now, I don't want to mention this person's name because I don't really care for this guy. That's why he got kicked off of the airwaves, and we don't hear his voice anymore. So we'll just say the name that will remain nameless.
Oh Lord!
Put a report out there, but his name rhymes with Seven Eatsman. If you know, you know.
You're crazy, bro.
What? Why am I crazy?
I can't with you, dog.
But he put a report out there saying that the Chiefs have cut their ties with all Kansas businesses and all that stuff, and they're not doing business with Kansas anymore, and they will be remaining in Missouri, while the Royals will be going to KCK at the Legends and building their stadium out there. So I don't know if you saw this, but if this is true,
I ain't seen it yet.
How do you feel?
I didn't see that one yet. I've been kind of finding other things that when it comes to the stadium. But I mean, if that's the case, then it is what it is. I thought the Chiefs should have done what they needed to do as just a entity themselves and not try to lump themselves with the Royals. So let the Royals do what they do, and then you do the Chiefs. That was just my opinion. So,
well, I personally think that's why they gave them such a lackluster rollout. They were trying to separate themselves from the Royals, and that's why they dragged their foot. And they was just like, "Look, we're just gonna throw just little bullshit ass renderings." Yeah, we're innovating the suites. Yeah, this gonna piss them off for real because they ain't gonna say no. they ain't gonna vote for this. And I think that was the way for them to be like, all right, we're gonna go our separate ways. And I think the Royals wanted the same thing. They wanted that's why they kind of slow footed with their renderings. You really didn't see a lot of stuff from the Royals. It was just like John Sherman was just like, yeah, I want a new stadium. Okay. What else?
Yeah.
Yeah, we want a new stadium downtown. Okay, that's cool, but what else? And it was just like always just tight lipped. It was never like they never gave us any details until it was too late. And it was just like, all right. But if this is true, and I know what's his name? What's the mayor's name?
Oh, Lucas.
Yeah. I know he's been very big and advocate of, you know, Missouri is doing everything to keep the Chiefs in Kansas City and kind of downplaying the star buns from Kansas and all that stuff. Like he's really like playing it up. So we'll see. We'll see if they end up just staying in Arrowhead, renovating when they tear down Kauffman Stadium, do something with that, maybe build a hotel or something.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless of what happens, like I know some people, shout out to my man Boogie that says he's not supporting the team if they move to Kansas.
Yeah,
Boogie said he's done. So I'm still gonna be a Chiefs fan. They still gonna be in Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? And by the time this happens, if they were to move to Kansas, Mahomes might be retired by that time. So their lease is up with 2032, 33. So Mahomes might not even be there to see the new stadium and play in it, unless he just like I'm sticking around to play at least 1 year in the stadium.
Yeah. So like for me, see, I think it's simple. I was reading an article today and they pretty much made it real simple. All right. They was like, hey, you want the $3 billion new stadium in Kansas at Kapazri Dome. You can, house a Super Bowl, some Final Fours. You can do the concerts year round. Okay. Or renovate, with 1.5 billion and stay where you at and just renovate Arrowhead. I'm going to be honest. Me personally, I grew up in Arrowhead. All right. I'm used to driving over there. I'm used to being on that side of town, knowing exactly where it's at, knowing it when I hit on 70, I know where my marker's at. That's my mile marker. I hit Kansas City. You know how I know? Oh, there goes Arrowhead. There goes Kauffman. Boom, right off the highway. That's, visually, that's what I know. That's what I see. So, look, sentimental reasons, hey, renovate Arrowhead, make it look good. If you want to compete with the state of the art places around the NFL, then fine. That's what you want to do. But for me personally, I'm not big on that because if you're looking at these new state of the art stadiums, and pretty much Jerry was the spearhead of this, and if you look at how these sell tickets at Dallas Stadium, the new stadium, that lower bowl is pretty much big money. You you either gonna go spend your rent money to go to that one game, or you just got money like that. And like that's really how we set it up, where it's not like for your casual fan to afford to sit down there. And that's what these new stadiums are going to. So me personally, I think that wouldn't it would go against kind of the fabric of what Chiefs fans are about. We're a blue collar state, we're gritty, it ain't about the funds. It's about just the pride, tradition, it'll feel weird for me if you start trending that way, like the Dallas Stadium and LA and all that stuff where for the casual fan, they're pushing them up. They're pushing up in the nosebleeds, and you're still gonna pay for that too. So that's just kind of I'm not a big fan of that. I think you lose your essence of that because you're not getting your true football fans. These rich folks ain't no true football fans, man. But hey, I understand the appeal if you go to Kansas with that $3 billion stadium, or $3 billion at least funds towards it. Obviously, however the final expense it is, it helps with that. So
yeah,
I understand. Look, I'm like, look, I live in Johnson County. All right, I'm on the Kansas side. So me driving 25 minutes over the state line to go see a game ain't shit. All right. They come on the Kansas side. Cool. All right. You're just closer to me. Hey, I'm not tripping. All right. The thing I'm going to be mad about is if you are no longer the Kansas City Chiefs. That's the only thing I'm caring about. So however this situation goes down, whatever you do, don't let it get to another city. Because if you think that another city ain't going to want to pay the money to have a pro football team, especially this franchise right now, I'm just saying.
Would that make you not support the Chiefs anymore?
It definitely put a sour taste in my mouth like a mouth. I ain't even gonna lie. It'll put a sour taste in my mouth like for real.
It'd be weird, huh?
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't know, cuz I don't know how I feel about this.
Nebraska Chiefs.
The Omaha Chiefs or Oklahoma City Chiefs. You know, there's like, you know, we have champions in basketball and football. I don't know.
We good. I'd rather you just go to Kansas. Let's go down the street.
Yeah, just go down the street, man.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's gonna be something interesting to look at to see, you know, what happens and what transpires. They've been moving around the clock. I know Missouri's been trying to get their shit together with the money and all that stuff, and trying to, you know, get these bills and stuff passed and having these meetings and stuff. So we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah.
Supposedly we'll know something within the next week or so. That's what they say. So.
Hey, just keep that KC on that Arrowhead, man.
I want to continue to buy these hats, man.
For real.
Merchandise.
Otherwise, you see my wall. I gotta knock all this shit down, bro.
Take my thing I got made down.
Yeah, I gotta knock all this shit down. Like,
so yeah. Put all the stuff in the archives, man. Yeah. All right, man. Training camp dates have been revealed.
Goddamn time, shit.
Tuesday, July 22nd will be the first practice for the fans to come out and support the Kansas City Chiefs over in St. Joe at Missouri. Was it Missouri Northwestern?
Missouri Western.
Yeah. So they'll be out there, you know, getting it in for the fans, and you get to see the 2025 Kansas City Chiefs and how this offense and defense looks with the pads on, and we'll get some semi-real football. But Mar said he will be out there one of those days, and are you excited, man? You got the dates?
Well, you know, I was trying to sneak up there by myself, but wifey was like, "Nah, I'm gonna fly with you." I said, "All right, sure." So, I gotta coordinate with her because I don't want to have no upset home. So,
you know, she can help. You know, help take notes.
I mean, I like my couch, but I don't like it that much. So I gotta coordinate with her. So, we'll find some dates. I'm gonna at least try to sneak up there at least 2 to 3 times because they got a good amount of dates up there. So I'm gonna try to sneak up there about 2 to 3 times. You know, St. Joe for me ain't nothing, but you know, it's less than an hour drive, so that ain't shit. So I'm gonna try to sneak up there, monitor that heat, you know, so we'll see about that.
Water, man.
Oh no, not I got
I already know what you're gonna get. Never mind.
Nah, coconut water, man. Coconut water.
I was about to say, I know what you mean.
Nah, coconut water. It hydrates you better than water.
Yeah.
But no, I'm definitely excited. You know what we've always kind of been talking about for the last month and a half. You know, special groups, you know, wide receiver, running backs. I'm definitely be keeping my eyes 100% glued, probably more than anything, to Josh Simmons. Just to see, you know, how is he moving. You know, obviously we heard last week in mini camp how the Andy Reid and Patrick kind of feel about him and how is he moving. So they sound excited and happy about it. I need to see it. So I'm gonna be glued to Josh Simmons. So Josh, if you see this guy in shades looking at you ridiculously, I'm not being creepy. I'm just observing. I promise. Just
I'm sure you're not the only one that's looking over there. I'm sure he's not just gonna look over at you and be like, "Why he looking at?" It's gonna be about 20 of y'all. Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
He's probably gonna be about half the damn crowd looking at him.
Maybe.
Like,
What's gonna be? Yeah. What's gonna be interesting and what's gonna make everybody's head explode is if he's out there for the first team reps.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised. I won't. I mean, just listen to how they're talking.
If he's out there for the first team reps, he needs to start. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear nothing about no competition.
Oh, then it's his. It should be. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you right there.
I don't want to hear nothing about no competition. If you come back on the show and be like, yeah, Josh Simmons was out there for most of the first team reps. Jalen Moore only got like 2 reps. He needs to be started. I don't want to hear nothing about no competition. Ain't no competition.
Yeah. No. Hold on, Chris. There will be a competition. Who's right tackle? That's gonna be the competition.
That money told you who's the right tackle because they paying him $20-something million. Juwan Taylor's the right tackle. Unless they plan on trading, dude, he's the right tackle.
Well, they just gave that same money to Jalen Moore.
They did, but
somebody got to play. Hey, dog, somebody got to play. And if Josh Simmons got left tackle, either Jalen Moore or Juwan Taylor, either one of y'all gonna either be in the Chiefs uniform week 1 or y'all gonna be somewhere else.
I think Jalen Moore will be the swing tackle. I think they're comfortable paying him the whatever money because I think that the trade deal, what I'm hearing, is going to get done within the next week or so, and that money is going to free up a lot of money. And then whatever they give to Trent McDuffie is going to free up a lot more money. So
they're going to stand here for sure.
Yeah. So I think that they'll be fine to be able to be like, look, Jalen, I know we brought you here to, that was the thinking was you gonna be the starting left tackle. We didn't expect this kid to be ready. We didn't expect him to. We didn't even expect him to get drafted. What's up, Joe? Yeah. We didn't even expect him to draft him. You know what I'm saying? So we brought you in for an insurance policy to cover our asses, so we wouldn't run into the same problems we had last year. So yeah, so because like I told somebody on X like a week ago that said something to us about Josh Simmons. We posted a clip about Josh Simmons, and he was just like, oh, we paid somebody $20-something million, talking about Jalen Moore, and I'm like, hey, look at it this way, like at least we ain't running into the same. At least we covered. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather have this situation than last year's situation where
10 times.
We got to kick somebody out there that's not a left tackle. Could you imagine if they didn't get Jalen Moore, to say Josh Simmons not ready? Now you got to put Kingsley out. And look, I don't think they gave Kingsley a fair shake, but obviously they see something in him that makes them say he ain't gonna be no left tackle in the NFL. So
look at that man inside.
So yeah,
inside you go.
Exactly. So it's one of those things like I'd rather be in the situation we in right now. Mm-hmm. At least we got somebody who's, even though he's had limited snaps, at least he played left tackle, and he played it at a solid level when he was coming in for Trent Williams. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how these rookies look out there with the pads come on. I'm gonna be interested to see how the defensive players, the Karlaftis and the Lots and Noah Williams, see how they look. I want to see how Brashard Smith looks out there when he's running. Hopefully, even when he gets some burn with the ones, and see how your boy Jalen Royals, how he looks out there. You know what I'm saying, when he's running. And then see some of the some of the guys that are coming back. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how this offense looks with Rasheed Rice, Xavier Worthy, and Hollywood Brown. See how good Isaiah Pacheco looks in pads, and does he have that energy that we love from Isaiah Pacheco? Does it, or has that injury took an effect on his leg? You know what I'm saying? See if Elijah Mitchell maybe can get some of that, that run back that we, hopefully he can get back that he had his rookie year with San Francisco. So it's going to be interesting, man. Definitely going to be interesting.
Big facts. Big facts.
All right, Mar. It's June, and it's another annual Media Head telling us the Chiefs are going to be a wild card. We're not going to win the AFC West.
All right, which food was it this time?
Yeah, the one and only. Colin Cow Nerd. Check this out.
Not surprised.
I think Kansas City is a wild card team, and Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers, now they have their running back situation and offensive tackle set. Last year, the only thing they were missing was juice offensively. Their defense finished almost near the top of the league. It went from last to near first in 1 year. They built the culture last year, but free agency and a draft, and you know Harbaugh's good at the draft. I think they're going to be one of the better teams in the league. I think they're an 11-12 win team, and the Chiefs come into the season, which would concern me, with offensive line issues. So I like the Chargers to win the division.
Good old Colin.
Another annual. The Chiefs are not going to win the AFC West, and the Chargers are going to win it. And I just want to know when these guys are going to learn.
We've heard this shit before.
Especially with their reasonings. Like, yes, I like Jim Harbaugh, and I think he's a very good coach. I think he knows how to build programs, and he has a track record of it. I'm not even discounting what Colin said about Jim Harbaugh. I think that was a good hire for the Chargers, and I do think that they're a playoff team. I'm not discounting that. But one thing he stated was, they got a running back. Okay, they had a running back last year. J.K. Dobbins wasn't bad. He was actually pretty good for them. Then one thing I disagree with him on, now their offensive line is really good. You got Rashawn Slater and you got Joe Alt. So,
yeah.
So their offensive line is set for the next 4 or 5 years. My problem is with him was he said that the wide receiver room got upgraded. Now look, we all know Mike Williams is the Chiefs killer, but he is not what he used to be. And he's a little long in the tooth, and I don't think that I'm scared of Mike Williams. This version of it. Then then they're gonna rely on a rookie in Trey Harris, who I like Trey Harris coming out of Ole Miss, but he's still a rookie. I like Ladd McConkey, but I think he's a slot receiver. So I got to see this offense look better. Amari Hampton is a very good runner. I like him coming out of North Carolina, and I think he's a good, explosive back, but he's still a rookie, and I still got to see it.
You got to prove it.
So this upgrade that he's talking about is all on potential. And then Justin Herbert, he's got to take a step forward. Like, yes, you see some throws from Justin Herbert, and oh man, that guy, he's got an arm. He can throw. But in high pressure situations, he does what he always does. Folds up. Folds up. Wow. I didn't forget about these playoff games where he's thrown interceptions in bad spots.
Hey.
That game against the Texans, they should have won that game. And he consistently took them out of the game with bad throws. So I'm sorry. I don't believe in the Chargers of anything. I wouldn't be surprised if they fall behind Denver.
Yeah, Denver's defense is crazy, bro.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna front with you, dog. I know we said it before, but I need people to understand, like, Denver's defense is gonna be nasty this year.
If they can stay healthy in certain positions, they will be a very good defense. They could be top 3 defense if they can put it all together.
Yeah.
My thing with Denver is just Bo Nix. Like, is it going to be a sophomore dip? Because now we got tape on you. We know your tendencies. Did you work on that? You know what I'm saying? How open are, I give Bo Nix this. He ain't scared to let it fly, but
rip it.
No, he's not. He's not scared to let it fly. I give him that, but you got to correct some of the stuff that you did in your rookie year, and we got to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we talk about it with C.J. Stroud. Everybody thought last year C.J. Stroud was going to take that next step, and they was going to be like, borderline Super Bowl contenders with all the pieces that they had brought in, and we saw what happened. He took a step back.
He did.
He did not look like the CJ Stroud from his rookie year. We're going to see if Jaden Daniels is going to be able to. Who was Tyler Thigpen? Hold on, Joe. Who you calling Tyler Thigpen 2.0? Bo Nix?
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's funny. But yeah, we got to see it. And then the Raiders are the Raiders, man.
Yeah.
Even though I put praise on the Raiders and said that their schedule is not as bad, outside their first few games, I think the back end of their schedule is not that bad. And I think Geno's a higher upgrade than whatever they had at quarterback. Ashton Genty is going to stabilize their running game if, their offensive line can get it together. And Brock Bowers might be the best tight end already in the game.
He's special.
Yeah, he might be the next I ain't trying to put that step, but he might be the next Travis Kelce. I ain't old.
Yeah. He might do what we thought Waller was supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. So we gotta see it though, man. And until I see it, I ain't believing in it. As long as Mahomes, Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones is on this team with Trent McDuffie and the pieces that we've added to this team.
Bingo. Right there, Chris. All right. So
Steve Spagnuolo, ain't he still the defensive coordinator?
That was going to be my pushback to what Colin said. All right. He's talking about just quote unquote improvement of, Denver, Raiders, Chargers, specifically the Chargers in that clip that you showed. He's specifically talking about the improvement of that. And my only pushback is they still, you don't scare me in a passing game. And we understand what Jim Harbaugh's offensive game is. And
run the football.
Yeah. And if you ask me, that's going to make that offense predictable. And because there's no Quentin Johnson is you talking about a wide receiver. I'm glad the Chiefs didn't draft a few years ago. This guy, we dodged the bullet. Woo! Because this dude can't catch a cold. All right. He can't catch nothing. All right. No. That man could be at a Diddy party and couldn't catch no kind of VD. I'm trying to tell you, wouldn't catch it. All right, raw dog. Couldn't catch it. All right, because he can't catch shit. All right. But that's how bad he is. All right. He don't scare nobody. Mike Williams ain't the same guy. All right. The only real threat I'm looking at on paper is Ladd. So other than that, you're gonna use Amari and Hampton as a Swiss Army knife. That makes sense, yeah. But is that gonna be enough? Because then at that point, I mean, you were better off keeping Austin Eckler. So I'm just looking at the Chargers, and I'm like, yeah. Those 11 wins look good last year, but y'all played a third place schedule. I mean, that's because we see this every year. Those teams that play those fourth place and third place schedule, and they do a leap. But then when they got to get those tougher schedules, they fall back down to earth because you really aren't that good. Like you thought you were. And I got a good feeling. I already predicted like they had 11 wins last year. I think they only get 9 this year. So I'm not big on the Chargers. This, like you said, annual. This is yearly that these talking heads do this. Oh, let's crown the Chargers. All right. I mean, cool. It's like that's the cool thing to do in June. Let's crown the Chargers. But how's the last 9 years gone? Yeah,
exactly.
You answer me that, Colin. So
I mean, they added Najee Harris, Jalen Reagor. He can't catch either. And then it's just a bunch of Dante Jackson. He cool. He ain't great. Deshaun Hand, he all right. There's a lot of all right on this list.
Yeah, ain't nothing like a whole bunch of, oh my gosh, wow.
I mean, Khalil Mack, he's a little older. Yeah, he had a good year, but still.
He's still I ain't gonna say nothing about Khalil.
Khalil is a monster. I think Khalil is nice, but he's getting older.
Yeah,
time gonna show up eventually.
Hey, and I'm gonna say this: Derwin James is the best safety in the game when he's on the field. And you talking about literally a coin flip? Go look at his career. Like he's probably missed about almost 54% of eligible games that he's been able to play. So
no, they didn't replace him, and they also haven't replaced Asante Samuel Jr. I don't know if they drafted anybody, but I forgot. But I don't know who their corners are, honestly.
Cam Hart and
I remember Cam Hart. I like Cam Hart coming out of Notre Dame. He was nice. He's a big corner.
Cam Hart and Dante Jackson looks like they're the starting corners right now.
But that doesn't scare you.
No, and it shouldn't. And it damn sure don't scare Patrick.
It doesn't scare you at all. Like what?
Patrick's like, yeah, keep that. Y'all keep them same corners. Go ahead.
I'm about to cook y'all. About to smoke their corners. And then that pass rush is Khalil Mack or bust.
And that's it.
Like, I don't know any other defensive lineman that they got on there that's like scary. Not to me. Like, Denver's defensive line is way scarier. with the dude named Allen and
That they got
Nick
from
Benito.
Arizona.
Yeah, Nick Benito and all them that cast of characters, them dudes was giving us the blues last year.
Yeah.
Kingsley, he hates Nick Benito.
Had Nick Benito looking like LT, bro.
So does Wanye. Wanye Morris was getting cooked.
Hey, oh boy, it was over there getting cooked, bro.
Yeah, they hate that defensive line. Hell, I'm more scared than the Raiders defensive line. Because they're gonna get a healthy Christian Wilkinson back.
Yep.
You got Max Crosby, who's one of the better defensive ends in the game.
Yep.
So yeah.
Better get pressure on 15. Otherwise, that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
I'm sick of the Chargers. Get the Chargers up out of here.
Unplug them fools.
I'm tired of the Chargers. I'm tired of everybody picking the Chargers to win the AFC West. Every year. Why? Because they got the powder blue jerseys. They nice. You don't see everybody going, I'm picking the Royals to win the World Series because they got the powder blue jerseys.
Hey, this is so disrespectful to Denver when talking heads say this. And it's even more disrespectful to Chiefs.
It's disrespectful to us, and then you acting like Sean Payton. And I'm not the biggest Sean Payton guy, but I mean, he won the Super Bowl. He did something that Jim Harbaugh didn't do.
Yep.
So
he brought it home.
Though some people say that this is, there was a little foolery in that Super Bowl.
But regardless, they got it.
Because the lights went out.
And they didn't get it.
Yeah, I agree. All right, man. Let's talk about George Karlaftis, man. Now, I have high expectations for George Karlaftis this year. I think this is the year that he's got to put it all together, and we got to see it early. Like, none of this, slow coming into the season and then picking it up in the back half. Like, I want to see George take it. He had a really good second year. His first year was pretty solid because he had a good back end. Then he had a really solid second year. Last year, he kind of took a step back. So this year, I do want to see George Karlaftis take a step forward and show that why he's a first round pick and why he's, because Chris Jones ain't getting no younger.
Nope.
And one of these guys gonna have to take over as that anchor on that defensive line when he calls it quits. You know what I'm saying? I think Chris Jones maybe had 2-3 good years left in him at a high level to be that perennial interior defensive lineman.
Yeah.
By about 2-3 years in him, depending on how his body shakes out and all that stuff. But it's going to be interesting to see how George Karlaftis looks this year. I'm definitely going to be highlighting him this year. You got Charles Omenihu on the other side, so you're going to have help this season. And, I know George is a high motor guy. He's more of a, he gets those hustle sacks. But I want to see George take that step to where he could just bull rush a motherfucker out the way and just hit the quarterback. Mm-hmm. So I'm expecting 12 sacks this year from George.
I think that's doable.
That's my expectation. You got Chris Jones in the middle. You got Charlie O over there. We're going to see if these young cats that they brought in can provide some help too with the pass rush.
Mike Danigan was getting busy last year.
Mike Danner too. He's another guy who's unsung hero on the defensive line because he could play inside, he could play outside, and he's very good against the run. We're gonna see what Felix do this year too. So, but I have high expectations, George. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear nothing. Big year for George.
Not barring injury, I'm taking you including that in there.
Of course. I mean, that's without saying to me.
Yeah. I just wanted to clarify for the viewers, but hey, so obviously 6 sacks rookie year, 10.5 his sophomore, 8 last year. So he's around that. You do the averages. He's averaging around 7.5 right there, 8. Cool. Look. 12 is a number that I think is so doable because I'm already expecting a big season from Charlie O contract,
right.
1-year deal. So I already said he's getting double digits. So that's so say around 15 for Charlie O. All right. 12 should be a great number for him because I think that this is going to be probably the defensive line that gets back to the Super Bowl 57 where they were top 5 in pressures, top 5 in sacks. That's what I'm expecting for this defensive line, just period. It goes up because the pressures have been there. And that's what's, I guess, for me, the optimistic part about George is because his QB hits keep going up year by year. So he's getting there. He's getting the pressures, but we just got to turn them into sacks. So that's
as my man Boogie say, pressure nation.
I get it.
Pressure nation's in the building. I say pressure nation.
Hey, and look, I get it. People don't, they take pressures as a status with a grain of salt. Me personally, I don't put all my stock in it, but it does tell me that your guy is at least getting there, and it's just not finishing it off to turn it into a sack. So, at least the presence of pressure at least gives you something to hang your hat on. That all right, he's getting there. Let's finish it. And go through the finish line and get the full sack. So, like you said, Charlie O on one side, Dana produced, obviously, interior with Chris Jones that he's, doesn't need to be stated, but, that's part of the equation as well. So you're going to see some 1v1 attempts, and that's the thing. You got to win them. So when you are in that 1v1 situation, I mean, that's what Trey Henderson has made his career on. I mean, that man wins 1v1 situations. So when you hear that he's working with Tamba Ali on a regular basis, and we saw what Tamba did for this franchise, that's not a bad mentor to know how to win those 1v1 hand battles with a tackle. So he's at this point where he wants to start looking for a contract extension. So at some point, you got to start putting it on film that, hey, Chiefs, this is why you should keep me. This is why that, hey, I've been part of 2 Super Bowls. I've been part of this run we've been on. Let me continue it. Let me be part of the future with that. So I think that's what he needs to prove. I mean, no excuses. Zero. No, I
agree. Like I said, I have high expectations for Big George this year, man. He got to show up, man. Your first round pick, sir.
Yeah, 12 sacks minimum.
That's all I'm asking. Am I asking for too much more? I'm not asking for the man to break the sack record.
Hey, but if you get 10.5 2 years ago, what was so different 2 years ago now that we're pretty much, obviously there's some added pieces to that defensive room, but there's not too much that's really changed in the last 2 years.
I think 2 years ago, I do think that there's something to be said because he's a slow starter. He doesn't come out the gate like getting after the quarterback. It takes him some time to rev up. And I do think it has something to do with correlation because we got to remember 2 years ago, Charlie O just got suspended for 6 games, and then he just came out the gate and he was on. Like the defensive line went like, and that's what made our defense become one of the top defense. We were top 2, maybe not 2, because I know they're talking about Baltimore, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
we were a little bit better. That's just me though. But y'all were good. Don't get it twisted. Y'all was good. Houston, Ravens was good that year. They were really good, but whatever. All right, man. Let's talk about the Chiefs' top moments. Moments in the Mahomes era where is always going to be ingrained in your brain, Mark. So, what are some top moments for you in the Mahomes era?
I'm gonna go recent. Last year, that was a big moment game in San Francisco. I know they weren't the same San Francisco, but when Mahomes ran and dropped the shoulder on the safety,
it's a nice moment.
Boom. That I was like, 15. We trucking, motherfucker. Nah, okay. Yeah, that was one. I'm gonna throw a couple more out there real quick, and I'll
Go ahead.
This is when I knew that we were going to be in a different stage. The run against Tennessee, I got that on there. Too. His start against Denver, week 17 in 2017.
I remember that.
I know he had the interception, but the way that he had the poise to still go down there and lead the drive to get a game-winning field goal, that was some baller ass shit.
Mark, I ain't gonna hold you.
Got out with some pay.
When I saw that,
yeah,
I was like, "Do you sure y'all want to start Alex Smith?"
Hey, shut up.
Y'all sure y'all want to start Alex Smith in the playoff game?
See, he can handle it. He got it.
I get a little shaky in Tennessee. I'm throw the young bull out there. I was even watching that Tennessee playoff game. I was like,
Mahomes could get him. Sink or swim, baby. Sink or swim.
What do we got to lose?
hey, because we knew the writing on the wall. That was obviously last year. We knew.
Andy's loyal to a fault.
Yeah.
He is loyal. It's got to be like dire.
Yeah.
Alex Smith had to throw like 3 interceptions in that game.
Oh man, it had to have been crazy. Couple of more moments, and then obviously week 2, 2018 against Pittsburgh, the 6 TDs. I'm like, yep, y'all messed around, and he that was already week 2. He already had 10 TDs, so that was big. Obviously, man, the Houston game playoff.
Oh, I forgot all about that. Yeah, coming back from 24-0. I turned my phone off.
I mean, literally halftime, we're like, the hell is going on? And then all of a sudden, stuff just falling the Chiefs' way. 5 TDs later from Patrick Mahomes, probably the greatest comeback. It goes from comeback to ass whooping real quick.
Real quick. Like it went from these niggas, man, to these niggas is crazy.
Hey, for real. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, these fools is about to make me sick. Because I'm like, man, I was about to turn it off, and then stuff just started going their way. And then next thing you know, man, 5 TDs later, I'm like, all right, we in there. So, but yeah, and then last one for me, a statement game. Unfortunately, we didn't win the rematch that year, but when they went to Tampa and just
whoop their ass.
Patrick was like, all right, Tom, I'm finally finna get you, dog. And he
that first half was Tyreek Hill, one of his greatest games
ever.
And I'm looking at Ty Bowles like, you should, like, I swear Patrick and them was like, wait, they gonna put one single coverage on my dude? Like, yeah, nah, they're doing it again.
Cook.
They're doing it again.
Cook.
What are we doing here?
Cook.
Yeah, of course, was.
Of course,
was.
Yeah, that's on there. It's on you, see. What you got, man?
I'm gonna go the wild card game against the Steelers after the fumble from Mecole Hardman. The Chiefs scored 5 touchdowns in 10 minutes. I repeat, the Chiefs scored 5 touchdowns in 10 minutes.
That's crazy, bro.
Of course, the AFC Championship game against the Bengals. For Patrick to have all his wide receivers drop like flies, and his best receiver be BS. Yeah,
$11 million.
Yeah, exactly. For him to be the best receiver on the field, and we get the dub, and go to the Super Bowl that year. Yeah. Speaking of Super Bowl, the Eagles Super Bowl, the fourth quarter, where my man Patrick Mahomes on a bum ankle damn near went perfect.
That right.
The only reason why he didn't go perfect because he threw one out in the back of the end zone because he had to. Nobody was open. Outside of that, my man went perfect down the field, which is going down the field, marching down the field. Beep, 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 beep. Didn't matter. Of course, you know what moment is the best. Shout out to Bills Mafia. 13 seconds, baby. Woo! That's one of the greatest moments.
Hey, Chris. Hey, I don't know if I ever told you, I was there for that game.
Oh, you was in the building?
In the building. And craziest moments I've ever felt of literally of emotion. So
I bet you in that 13 seconds, before that happened, I bet you was like, because I was like that at the house. I was like, yeah, it might be Buffalo's year.
Hey, literally, like we in the stands going crazy, and we just nervous because, man, we like, bruh, this is when we had Anthony Hitchens, old bum ass in the middle. Man, we in the stands nervous as shit, bro. We just all like literally like huddled up, like nervous. And we just watching them drive down the field. And the moment that Gabe Davis crossed that damn touchdown, we was like, oh. And I just kind of was like, I was living in North Carolina at that time. So me and wifey, literally crazy way we got here. Flight got delayed. We end up running into Jason Kelce. So I got a picture with him. Sal Palantonio, all them cats. So we end up, but man, so I was like, we done spent all this money, travel. I'm just gonna wait till the clock hit 0. And then I'm glad I did, because literally cats was already grabbed his shit, they was leaving. And soon as they kind of stuck around to see the last of it. And then next come running back down to their seats once they get in field goal position. So I was like, oh, this shit going to overtime. It's ours. And then you already know, you saw the coin flip. Dog, once the coin flip said Chiefs get the man, we went crazy in that stadium because we knew it was a done deal, bro. We knew it was a done deal.
My emotions went from when that, like you said, that Gabe Davis touchdown. I said, well, it might be Buffalo's year this year. Then they did that kickoff, and I looked at the time. I said, well, let's see what they do on this first one. When Tyreek Hill went down the field for 10 yards, I was like, oh, they might be able to get in field goal range, bro.
No, just seeing it, you could see literally the middle was red,
open,
so wide open.
Because they were celebrating already. They thought it was over. You remember Josh Allen? He going to the sideline. They going crazy and all this stuff. They feel like they won. His family in the crowd going crazy. Thought they was about to go to the Super Bowl.
I don't know
to the AFC Championship game.
I don't know if it showed on TV, but literally in the stands, the corners was 15 yards back. And I'm like, yo, that's a lot of space. And then, boom, boom. And then I was like, oh, y'all fucked up. I was like, yeah, that's ours now, man.
I was like, just get a nice range. Harrison gonna get that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they got down to the 30. I was like, oh, yeah, we going to overtime, baby.
Okay, so I'll be honest with you. That was the only play I missed was the Harrison kick. I couldn't watch.
I know. You had to close your eyes. Yeah.
I couldn't watch.
I missed the game winning field goal in the Bengals game because I was on my way driving home from work because I was watching it at work. Like, I didn't know what happened. I didn't see the part where dude hit Patrick out of bounds and pushed him, and they called the 15-yard flag and got us in field goal range. I didn't see that. I didn't see none of that in real time. So when I went home and turned that TV on, I was like, I was screaming loud. We going back to the Super Bowl. My neighbor's probably mad as hell at me.
Hey, the crazy thing was, his wife was like, "You want to come back next week?" I was like, "Hell no, I'm done.
I can't do this.
I can't do this no more. Doing all this traveling, got my heart rate all
high blood pressure, baby.
And I'm damn sure glad we didn't go back the following week because I'd have been mad.
Mar.
Hey, let's move on, bro. Because that
that second half of that Bengals game,
they got me hot, bro.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, the last play in the first half before halftime when Pat didn't score.
That was a sign.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like pissed. I was like, these motherfuckers. This ain't good. That's a bad omen right there, man. And when they came out of that locker room and they looked like they was hanging their heads, because we know the Chiefs when it's high pressure situations, Patrick is up and down the field. On the sideline, we got this, and Travis Kelce and everybody, hey baby, come on, I need more from you. He wasn't none of that, bro. Like you would thought they had lost already. They was just kind of like, I'm like, bro, it's the second half. What y'all doing? Wake up.
Wake up, bro. Wake up, y'all. Y'all tripping. Come on. Yeah, this was crazy, dog.
Yeah, the left-handed pass in Denver, that was definitely a moment. The no-look pass in the Ravens game to Demarcus Robinson is a great movie. The shout out to Chris Conley, who just retired. The San Francisco play where my man damn near he spins, falls, gets his feet right, and just throws a strike in the back of the end zone to Chris Conley. The Jared McKinnon toss no look pass. That same game that you talking about in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Forgot about the play where they show all the time where he spins all the way out, spins off the dude, does a little stop and lobs it to CEH for the touchdown. So yeah, there's a lot of good moments. The Ravens game, the same Ravens game where he threw that no-look pass, where it was 4th and 14, I think it was, and he runs to his right, and he just right to Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill was limping.
Ankle,
he was limping. He was still faster than everybody on that field. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's what we just talked about. That's the same play.
Yep. 4th and forever. He just threw that bug. It was another game where it was like a 4th and situation, and we got that mug.
Hey, I'm gonna take it real bad. All right. Remember the first preseason game, first throw he did to D-Rob?
Demarcus Robinson and Marcus Peters is sitting on the sideline jumping around like a little kid.
I was like, I said, oh,
we got us one. We got us one.
I said, oh, can I tell you a quick short story about Patrick Mahomes? So I'll be honest. When we drafted him, I didn't know who he was. And I watch a lot of college football, and I really didn't know who he was. So first thing I did, jump on YouTube, pull the highlights up. And then the first highlights I saw was the game he had with Baker when they went on that shootout. I said, oh, okay. Then I was like, he did that against Oklahoma. They was, one of the better teams that year. So I was like, okay. So let me look at the other highlights. And this man was doing the same stuff he was doing in his rookie year. Literally his whole time in Texas Tech. Like
he was. And he was doing it with 3 and 4-star recruits.
And if you look at his stats, his stats was almost like 40 touchdowns to like 10 interceptions. So
yeah, he wasn't throwing a lot of picks. That's why when the scouts was like, oh, he's erratic and he can turn the football over, he's Brett Favre. And I'm like, well, it's not like dude's got like 50 touchdowns and 30 interceptions over here. Like, he's only got 10. Like,
Yeah, I was like, okay.
I think he's kind of taking. I mean, I'm sure some guys have dropped some, but I mean, looks like got to take care of the ball to me.
That's his stats. I was like, yo, Patrick.
I mean, maybe give or take a few. Maybe he should have 15, but still, like, I don't know. Look kind of pretty decent. When I first saw Patrick Mahomes, I didn't sit and watch Texas Tech like that.
Yeah.
But when I watched him, I was like, he is what we need. And I love Deshaun Watson. You know, because I was high, like
I was on Deshaun Watson too. And
like at that time, I was like, I know the scandal, but at the time, kids, Deshaun Watson was the man coming out that draft. That's why everybody's looking at him. Chicago drafted Mitchell Trubisky and was like, yeah, Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes sitting right there. Okay, you don't know nothing about Patrick Mahomes, but you got Deshaun Watson sitting right there. Like, what are you doing?
Like, literally, and to put context to it, we're talking about Deshaun Watson took down big, mighty Bama, and Bama in like the peak of Saban, like dominating.
Hell, he should have did it twice. Remember, he went back to back against Bama and cooked them both times. It was just Bama got, I forgot what happened in the first game, but in the second game, him and Hunter Renfro
were cooking.
Smoking Bama.
So looking at Patrick's stats as a freshman, he only played 7 games, 6 TDs, 4 interceptions. Sophomore, 13 games, 15 interceptions, 36 touchdowns, and that's 4,653 yards. And then his junior year, plays 12 games, 5,052 yards, 41 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. So I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, we got one. We got one.
Yeah, I when I saw his arm talent, I was like, yeah, this is what we need. He's the exact opposite of Alex Smith. He is what Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill need. They need a guy who can just bomb that sucker down the field. And boy, the preseason game I remember was him coming in the game against Atlanta. And he threw that strike down to Tyreek Hill for 3 defenders. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that was the Super Bowl year. That was sophomore year. That was his second starting year. His
year,
but yeah.
Yeah, I was looking like, is that what we got to look forward to, y'all? This is beautiful stuff right here, boy. Some beautiful stuff. And the rest is history. And it's still going.
Still going.
And that's why Patrick, they playing with your name, man. You see the Madden ratings, dog. You 95, dog.
Nah, that's crazy.
They got Josh Allen 99, Lamar Jackson to 99. Yeah. You a 95, dog. You ain't nothing, they said. You ain't nothing. You a sucker. You soft. That's what they said to you. I ain't say it. I don't think that. Mar don't think that. Joe's in the comment section, and the 14 people that are watching, hopefully they don't think that, because I expect them now to be Chiefs fans. There might be some other fans up in here, but whatever. But yeah, man. Madden said you soft, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna clip that on purpose and tag Patrick on that one.
I want you to. I want you to tag him and say they playing with your name. What you gonna do? Because I already did that a couple weeks ago. When Chris Sam said he was a 4th quarterback, I said, "This is what he think of you, man. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? Where Bob? You know what? No, you need to tag Bobby Strobe, because Bobby Strobe see everything. Tag it to Bobby Strobe, and he'll tell Patrick, and then Patrick will be like, "Them dudes at Arrowhead Chief Podcast, they think I'm soft. I don't think you're soft, Patrick. It's not me. It's Madden. It's EA.
Yeah, it's Chris
Sims."
And everybody else
is calling Cowherd, who said you soft because you ain't gonna win the AFC West. Them dudes.
Yeah.
They playing with y'all name, man.
Not us.
We know who y'all, and we understand what happened with the injuries and all that stuff. Y'all, you ain't had a good set array of weapons since 22. And even then, you had Juju as but you had great Travis Kelce. That's what it was. You had great Travis Kelce, Juju, and MVS. You can work with that. And Isaiah Pacheco was relatively healthy. Last year, he didn't have that. And the year before that, yeah, Kadarius Toney. And yeah. Shout out to Young Joker.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
What's wrong, man? You don't like Young Joker?
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
All right, we're talking about Travis Kelce. Now, everybody assumes that this is Travis Kelce's last dance. Shout out to Chicago Bulls. But this is what he said in his presser.
I mean, I got 1 year on this contract. I know that, and we'll try and figure out something for next year. The Chiefs organization knows how much I love him. I can't see myself ever playing anywhere else. So we'll deal with that down the road when the time is right. But right now, I'm focused on winning a championship this year.
So,
You know, I was watching that live the same time you was. And I think I texted you in the midst of that. I was like,
So, do you think this is Travis Kelce's last year?
Well, I think this is really better answered in February.
I agree.
Because if he gets that championship and gets that sour taste out of his mouth, I mean, it's kind of like I got 4 of them things. Like, what's the point? So, I mean, but hey, just him. And I go from what people say. All right, and from the horse's mouth, it didn't sound like this was a one and done type of situation. He's just saying, I knew what I got left on,
Joe.
Or what I got left on this contract. But and I definitely agree with that one too. If they got that 3P, he'd probably be like, yeah, I'm good. But it didn't happen, so at least get that sour taste out your mouth and go out on a high note, because he definitely is focused on getting that Super Bowl. And that's what he started with. It was like, and then we'll worry about that contract. But it didn't sound like it was any hints of retirement right there. But you never know. You never know. That's what I'm saying. This is better answered in February. If he's hosting a Lombardi, it makes more sense for him to say, yeah, I'm good.
I think he's done regardless, personally. I think Travis is an in the moment type of guy. And I think now that he's removed from the Super Bowl, he's thinking of right now. I do think that he's focused on this season and see how this season goes. Let's say Travis Kelce, I don't know, has a really good year. Let's say he has 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. And they win, but they fall short of the Super Bowl. I still think he retires, because I think that there's just too much money on the table that's going to be after football. Like, I don't think he's one of these guys that's, regardless, he wouldn't be hurting for money. But I think that he has such a a future in the entertainment business that, okay, what did Joe say? Joe said something, didn't he? I'm so sick of him. Stop saying stuff like that in the comments. You don't get us messed up, man. I need you to put a filter on that, Joe.
No, just put hashtag Taylor Swift. Let the views go up real quick on that one, dog.
Whatever. Don't clip that.
Oh, I'm clipping that shit. Come on, no. Oh, you ain't gonna put the comment up?
Heck no. You had them Swifties after me because of Joe. Anyway, it was clean.
I thought it was clean. For him, that was relatively clean. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he got a point, though. He got a point, though, bro.
I mean, I've been said that, but still, that ain't the point. I was told that I lived in Vegas too long for me saying some stuff like that. That's what I was told.
Oh, snap.
But anyway, I'm not going there with you, Joe. You ain't gonna get me out. Like Kendra said, you ain't gonna get me out my element.
Y'all fool, bro. I swear.
But yeah, I still think that he just has too much money on the table for other things outside of his relationship, Joe. I think his podcast is worth a lot of money. I think Hollywood is calling him.
Yeah, at some point.
He's ready to get into the movies and stuff. He's about to be in Happy Gilmore too. So I think that he just got a lot of stuff on his plate next year. I think, especially when he's seeing his brother making the transition, I think that's going to put him at ease to make that same transition, regardless of what happened. Now, if they win the Super Bowl, that's a definitive. He's gone. He's out of here. And I think from the Chiefs' perspective, like, what do you do with Travis Kelce? What do you sign him to?
No way.
You don't want to put too much. You don't want him on the books for too much money.
Yeah.
and Brad Veach, he love you, but when you start getting long in the tooth,
and he long in the tooth. Hey, here's another perspective I think we need to add to it. I mean, it's another part of that pressure that another piece in that pressure that he said the amount of time for him to start getting his body in shape. And so if he, that's at some point you're like, damn, man, if I gotta start, and he kind of sound like if I'm remembering correctly, he probably took like a month and a half off and then started, getting after it.
I agree.
So if that's February, take March off, and he's already back at it in April just to get his body in shape just for training camp, and then use training.
Yeah, and you could tell he's lost significant weight from what he looked like last year.
He hella trail.
And from what all reports, like, he kind of used training camp to get in shape. It looks like he's trying to get in shape before training camp. Like you just said, he's trying to get in shape before training camp because, he knows he's getting older. You can't do the same things that you used to do where you could be like, I'll let training camp get me in shape. I'm young. No, you in your 30s, man. Like, your body's going to react different. So maybe him being trimmed down will give him some of that. I'm not saying he's going to be old Travis Kelce, but give him some of the speed that he used to have. Some of it.
Well, let's think about it. So now you're changing up your routine, your regimen, like, and then you're like, damn, how long can I sustain this just to play, a 5-month season? Like, is it worth it? And add that to the fact of what you're talking about. Hollywood's calling his name. Imagine what's going to happen when how these companies they can't wait to get the Kelce brothers to do all types of projects. They got the podcast, so like life after football for him is set. You know what I'm saying? He has so much to fall back on. So he's done it all. What I mean, winning MVP? I ain't never heard of a tight end winning MVP. I mean, excuse my football knowledge right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's happened, but like, I don't know. What is there left to chase, really? If you're Kelce,
there's nothing. Like, he's already in most circles, he's going to be considered the best tight end to ever do it,
top
or at
three.
least top three. Him, Gonzalez, and Gronk are probably going to be, discussed as the best tight ends, for different reasons. Because I think what Travis has is longevity, like Tony Gonzalez, but and productive, because Tony was pretty productive in his latter years, but he has the Super Bowl rings like Gronk. But he has longevity over Gronk. Gronk can stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we understand Gronk, because they were like two different types of tight ends too. Like, Gronk is a big, powerful. He's 6'7", 260 pounds. Nobody could guard him. You couldn't put a corner on him because he muscled him out the way. You couldn't even put a linebacker on him because he was too fast for him. So I can see why people think Gronk was the best, because he was putting up 17, 18 touchdowns.
Yeah,
at tight end. He was Tom's best, weapon when after Randy had left. So
he was just the ultimate mismatch. So
yeah,
I mean, you can't fake that one. So
yeah, so they're always going to be that debate. And then you could argue, if Tony had a Patrick Mahomes or a Tom Brady,
Yeah.
Tony might have been the greatest tight end ever himself because he could probably put up more yards, more touchdowns, and probably had some Super Bowl rings. So we never know. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in context. So
it's crazy how two Chiefs are the best tight ends ever in history.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I ain't say no Atlanta Falcon. I said Chiefs. You a Chief, fool. Don't get that twisted, bro. You a Chief.
Well, he's in the doghouse for Chiefs Kingdom, so I don't know.
Wow. All right.
A lot of Chiefs Kingdom don't rock with dude.
I understand it, but I'm gonna still go look at the years he a Chief.
I mean, his best years was with the Chiefs. No doubt about that. So, but we'll see with Travis Kelce, man. We're gonna see what he does after this season. But I think he's gonna retire regardless.
That's fair.
Ain't no Chiefs to me.
Ooh, damn. That's how you feel, man.
I mean, I think it was that thing he did, man, where he was kind of catering to the Atlanta Falcons and trying to act like he was a Falcon. His best years, his favorite years, he said, was with the Atlanta Falcons. And I'm just like, damn. I don't think he should have said that, man.
Yeah.
Then he saw he messed up. Now ever since then, he been trying to kiss ass.
Damn, Tony G, you shouldn't have said that, bro, man.
I mean, I'm not mad at Tony G. You see them teams that they was putting out there around Tony Gonzalez after Trent Green left? You see the quarterbacks they trying to put around that dude?
Yeah, he was like, yo, what are we doing?
It was not good, Joe. You know it.
Like,
you would have been trying to get the hell out of Dodge.
Come on, man. You a Chief. 12 years in Kansas City, 5 in Atlanta. Just off of numbers wise. Like, come on, bro. Just stop.
Of course. He's a Kansas City Chief. I just got Travis Kelce over.
I mean, you saw the blind rankings we did that last. Come on, man.
Speaking of blind ranking, good segue.
Oh, Lord. This diabolical you be doing, bro.
We're about to do another blind ranking with my man Mar. This time we're doing defensive players from 2000 to 2020. So I'm doing 10 names. You're going to give me a ranking. Are you ready, Mar?
Yeah, let the foolishness begin.
First name. The ever so controversial. Marcus Peters.
Ooh, Marcus Peters. And this is, what years again is this? 2000
to 2020. So 20 years.
Ooh. Let's give him a 5. I actually like Marcus Peters.
I love me some Marcus Peters. His first 2 years.
Yeah.
Jared Allen.
Ooh. That's crazy. Oh, Joe put Marcus Peters up there at 3. Ooh, Jared Allen. We kind of kicked it off for him. I'm gonna put him at 6. He kind of blew up in Minnesota, but he if you knew, he was discovered here in KC.
Brandon Flowers.
Ooh. I actually like B Flowers. 7.
All righty. Chris Jones.
1. That's the easiest one.
Eric Berry.
Ooh. Damn. I got to put him at 8. I don't think he did it long enough for me.
What?
He ain't do it long enough for me. I love Eric Berry.
Go look at his number. Go look at his accolades.
I do it. I know. Didn't he get Rookie of the Year too?
Got Rookie of the Year. I think he got Defensive Player of the Year too.
Damn, I might be tripping on that one, dog.
Go look at my man's numbers.
Yeah, that's when I'm glad I put the bump down shit on that one. Nah, I can't even blame it on that. I'm tripping on that. All right, let's go. Let's keep going.
Justin
4.
Oh, got him at 4.
Hey, that dude was getting after with the sacks, bro.
He was. DJ.
Oh, that's 2.
Okay. Not mad at that at all. Tom by Elite.
3. Oh, there's some names left off that I already know that's about to make me mad, bro.
Dontario Pope.
Oh, yeah, 9. I did like his game, though. Good fullback, too, if you needed one, too. Just saying, man. Was that a squilly pig or a squeak pig, that sneaky pig? That was the play that he went out there and caught the touchdown?
Who?
Dontario Pro. Was it Grease Pig?
Yeah. And then my last one was what's his name? Brandon. What's the other Brandon's name?
Oh, Brandon Carr.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He beat 10.
So you got Chris Jones, Derek Johnson, Tom Bradley, Justin Houston, Marcus Peters, Jared Allen, Brandon Flowers, Eric Berry, Dontario Pope, Brandon Carr.
Yeah, I might have fucked up on that. He buried though.
Let me read off Eric Berry's accolades to you.
Nah, don't do that to me, dog. That's what I said. I might have messed up on that one, dog. I might have messed up on that one.
Eric Berry, 5-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
3-time All-Pro.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame All 2010 team.
Yeah, I'm tripping, bro. How many seasons he played?
I would say he played good 6 seasons. Because the last 2 he wasn't, he got hurt. He got hurt in 2017, and then 2018 he didn't come back to like back in. He was still on one leg.
Yeah, because 2014 is when he got diagnosed.
Yeah, and then he came back, had that great season.
2015, and had another Pro Bowl season, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then, if that's the case, if I was probably do that over, I'd probably move Eric probably at 4, and then move everybody else up. I'll put B Flowers at 8, Jared Allen at 7, Marcus Peters at 6, Justin Houston at 5, and then I'll put Eric Berry right there at 4. That'd have been correct way if I wasn't smoking that shit, but yeah.
I'm not mad at you, Chris Jones. I'm not mad at you, Derek Johnson. Tom Bradley probably should be 3rd.
I got him right there at 3.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I put Eric Berry at 4. Eric Berry was special though.
Yeah, he was
special.
But that's the point of the game, man. You don't never know what you about to throw at me. That's what I'm saying. You be diabolical with this shit, bro. I be like, yeah, man. I'm like, my man. Nah.
I gotta figure out one next week.
Nah, because you be trying to over there, like, man, I like when Mark clipped this was gonna be the one that make him look crazy. I'm gonna get him on this one.
I wouldn't even clip it.
Nah. When it come up, I'll be like, yeah, I ain't dropping that one.
Yeah, we ain't doing that one. Making me look bad.
Nah, but I like the John clips where it let people know, like, we ain't like one of them podcasts. Stats, StatCast got Patrick Mahomes, his third down ratio is. I'm like, hey man, hey, when you just talk numbers and you're not really talking football, I be like, hey man, bump all that shit, bro. Like, talk football, bro. You talking numbers, bro. Like, I get it. Like, stats got a time and place, man. Not the whole show.
You come in here for stat. I mean, we give you little stats, here and there to back up some of our, stuff, but I ain't about to analytic and stat you to death. I ain't the show for that. They got cheap shows for that.
Yeah.
They got a little bit more resources and money that they put all those stats out there for you.
We just here to go talk shit. So.
Now we get a little bigger resources, and we get a guy who's our producer who could talk in our ear and give us stats. And hey, man, we'll stat you down, baby.
We'll just let them go and cross the ticker.
Yeah. Somebody talking in our ear. Up. Such and such just told me.
Yeah, because we gonna talk shit.
I'm gonna be like Shannon Sharp. Hey, can you give me the stats? Yeah.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I posted that Bengals clip, bro. They just been going crazy at me, dog. On my Facebook, they going crazy at me.
What they saying?
Nah, because especially one of my homeboys, he's a big Bengals fan. But why you always on? Why y'all talking mess about us? Like, see, we stealing y'all here rent free. I'm like, no, bro. It's because it's just around the league moment, bro. We was just talking quarterbacks. It was a game.
Hey, but I will say this. This is the one nice thing. I don't know if this was for a video shoot or nothing, whatever. But my man Jamar Chase curved that chick in that video. And the way she looked at him. I don't know what it was.
Well, I heard the audio. He said, "What's up, love?" And he kind of slightly put his arm around her.
He was focused straight ahead. He didn't even give her eye contact. He didn't look at her. He just kind of gave her like it was. They just kept it good. Did you see her face when she looked at him? Like
she was hurt.
She was like,
she ain't never been curved like that before.
Yeah, she got the ultimate curve.
Hey, but she had curves, so that's why she ain't used to that. She.
Oh my God, Joe! Get off his jump, man. Get off his jock strap, man. Bijan Robinson.
That would have to be the craziest heist in Brett Veach's career to get Bijan. And ain't no way that's happening.
I'm giving Isaiah Pacheco. Bet she smelled like chili spaghetti. Wow. She didn't look like it. She smelled like cocoa butter and
regret.
Regret.
Hey, nah, cause that'd have been that's why I give Jamar a prize. He like, yeah. He said, "What's up, love?" And he kept it pushing because he's like, yeah, that's some regret shit right there.
Just she looked at him like,
yeah,
you acting different. That was the you acting different look.
That's a good.
No, I'm not paying Pacheco after this season. Bye. Get another running back in the next year's draft. Pair him up with Bashard Smith.
Hey, Joe,
and a veteran.
Hey, Joe, have you been paying attention how Brett Reed has been getting down?
He is not paying. Isaac Pacheco can run for. He can break Eric Dickerson record next season.
Hey, he
still ain't paying that.
Hey, he gonna let somebody else pay that tag. He's like, oh, his value just went up. Let somebody else have him.
Let the Saints pay him. Excuse me.
The New Orleans Chiefs.
Let the Saints pay him.
Hey,
I'm good. Nah, I like Isaiah Pacheco, but I ain't. Nope.
Hey, you know what's crazy? The Saints is doing remember the Texans at some point in time? They was kind of be like the Houston Patriots, like
they were taking all the teams. This is like we used to be the Kansas City 49ers.
I was like, why?
We low key kind of still are. We take a lot of their players still.
Charlie O,
Alex Smith, Elijah Mitchell.
Hey,
all San Francisco players.
Hey, but we've been winning more Super Bowls with them.
This is true. This is true.
Hey, dog, they got like I saw a stat. They got like the third most playoff wins in like the last 7-8 years. They ain't got
nothing to show for it though.
To show for it. Oh man, that's
because
wild.
it's either injuries that screw them over, or they ran into the Chiefs.
This is funny. I know 49er heads, they hate us, bro. It ain't our fault, bro.
You should have had them in the first game. The first Super Bowl, y'all had us 20-10. Y'all should have in the fourth quarter.
Y'all was holding. Y'all was doing. Hey man, look, bro.
Let me explain something to y'all.
It's
It's
holding
holding on every play. Let me tell y'all something. The referees know that. They just looking for egregious holding.
Shit. Yeah, bro.
If they see this,
yeah,
they gonna call it every time.
Bro.
But if they see a dude just doing this,
Yeah.
they're not gonna call this. They're playing football at this point. But if you see somebody do a move and they reaching out, 9 times out of 10 they call. Sometimes they miss it. Hey, it happens to our chief player. Yeah, how many times you see Chris Jones like this?
Dog, getting hog-tied.
You haven't seen that? I don't hear that.
I done seen 3 dudes on Chris Jones one time.
One holding this side, the other one holding this side. That dude got him in the chokehold. And that's why George Karlaftis got to get off this season. There should be no reason.
You get 1v1s, baby. Come on, bro. Like, no, 3 guys are occupied right now, bro. The numbers are.
It's not 95. You don't want 95 wrecking the game, man.
If
he get going, think about 95 when he get going early.
Come on, bro.
When he start feeling it, it's a wrap.
Hey, man, that defense about to turn up. Charlie O feeling like that fool. Chris, you already know what he finna do. George
Jones gonna have his greatest season this year.
Dog. Because I all right, I'm trying to bring it full circle, but think about it. I think Chris Jones has to understand the urgency that especially when it comes to like getting more championships, especially with Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're each other's biggest cheerleaders on the opposite sides. Like, come on.
They love each other like they're like boys.
Yeah. So it's like
they're around the same age too. So, which is, yeah.
So by proxy, at some point, I think Chris Jones is like, look at Slim Trip Travie. Okay, what you doing? I might get up on that too, and him turn it up. So
and then
hey man,
from what I'm hearing from Nate Taylor, he said that Rashee Rice was one of the other reasons why Travis came back, because he was like, "Hey, dog, you can't go out like that. And I won't be the last time you play with each other, man. I got hurt. Give me one more year out of here."
So Rashee put a bug in his ear.
Yeah, like, man, I need you out there, player.
Hey, that's be fine, bro. Look, I get it. People gonna look at this. Oh, y'all Chiefs fans, y'all glazing. I'm like, no, like that. If this was your team, you would like to hear things like that. Your wide receiver says, "Hey, bro, Hall of Famer, you got one more year. Like, stick it out for me. I was hurt, bro. Like, we gotta run that back."
I'm sure this team, just like any other locker room, I'm sure they get spat. They got issues and guys going at it, but you never hear about it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure, but nothing gets out. So that's
what I'm saying. You never hear about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't. Yeah, like, you ain't like the Eagles where AJ Brown is, hey man, that's the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You gotta throw the football to me and stuff, and I get some touchdowns. And it's like,
that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Don't you y'all can't have a meeting? Yeah, tell the media that. Throw me under the bus, player.
You can't text.
Right. I got you.
Can't text.
I got you.
Hey, Jalen. Hey.
Next game.
Give me the ball, bro.
Next game. You lucky if you get a pass thrown to you.
Oh, where? Watch some targets come down. If I was a quarterback, you know what? That's your job, because you the petty one of the. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, I'm petty too, but I think your pettiness is mine.
You throw me under the bus in front of the media.
Yeah.
Talking about, it's the quarterback job to give me the ball. You got to talk to him. Okay.
Nah.
They gonna talk to me after the game when you got 0, 0, 0, 0 on your stat line.
Yeah, I probably would have handled that a little different. And
Devontae Smith about to have 1,800 yards this season.
He's gonna average 20 targets a game.
Where is this explosion come from? Devontae Smith.
Yeah, you're gonna be looking at this like
they gonna be looking at AJ Brown. We might not need you no more, man. Trade you.
Hey, that's crazy, dog.
Trade you to the Saints. No, speaking of the Saints, did you hear that their rookie quarterback said he wants more money and he's not signing until he gets more money?
Said they who?
Tyler Shook, whatever his damn name is.
Nah, that don't even sound right.
He said that he wants more money.
The reason why that don't sound right, you know why? Is because like these rookie contracts are capped now. It ain't like olden days where cats used to just like negotiate their contracts. Like they got a tier now. So maybe he probably wants it worded a certain way or how the money is paid a certain way. That makes more sense.
More. They said he wants more.
Yeah, better sit down.
Man, they ain't played one NFL snap. He's a 27-year-old rookie.
27. Oh, this dude got a mortgage already. That's why he want more money, bro. That's why.
Yeah, NIL, baby.
Oh, yo, he's crazy. Okay,
They're gonna be drafting another quarterback. I see where the Saints coming from. Like, we're gonna be drafting another one next year anyway.
I need to do my research because I don't know if his situation is like a Shamar Stewart situation. I don't think it is.
Oh, no, I hope they ain't trying to do him like Shamar Stewart.
Yeah, that's Shamar Stewart.
Nah, that's just the Bengals thing.
Chelsea, he got a main bitch and a girl.
Come on, baby. I got a girlfriend and a wife on the side. Joe hitting us with that pinky. Y'all crazy, man. Joe, you're a bad influence on my life.
Hey, you got my main bitch and a mistress.
Hey, Waka Flocka.
Girlfriends are so good. That's what Tyler like. He like, hey, Saints, I need this extra money. So like, if wifey decides to, take alimony, man, like I need to cover these taxes y'all got in Louisiana and shit. Come on, man. Watch out for a player one time, man.
They looking at it like, hey, man, we'll just start Rattler, man. And be sorry, man. Get us another quarterback, dog. You can enter the draft next year where you'll be 28. And let's good luck with that one. I need you.
Hey, and the crazy thing is homie wasn't even like he was all right. Dude wasn't popping like that, man.
He was
at Louisville. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, he's 27. Of course, he looked good in front of some kids. But I don't know. Maybe he's Bo Nix. I don't know. Bo Nix like hello.
Yeah, he came out old too, like 25.
We'll see what Michael Penix looks like. He kind of old.
He up there too. Yeah, I'm seeing that a lot. Well, because some of these guys get they extend their careers because they get hurt and they get those red shirt years.
But after a while, dog, I'm sorry. When you're a 7-year senior in college, man, it's over. Let it go.
7-year seniors, crazy.
Let it go. They in there, dog.
I saw one dude that was in Miami, had injury after injury. He played at Oregon, and then he goes to Miami. He almost like 29, 28. I'm like,
let it go, bro. Let it go. Go to the XFL or something, dog. Whatever it's called.
Hey, that's their dream, bro. Why you crushing on people?
Go dream over in the XFL.
Hey, you a dream crusher, bro.
This is ridiculous.
Hey, so you hated that Nas song? I know I can.
Not for the kids. Because you saw who was singing the hook, the kids.
But you grown ass. Up, there goes gravity. Up, goes reality.
All the Mormons from BYU get drafted at 27 too.
Yeah, because they got to go on that one of them
Missions.
and shit. So
But
like,
they ain't all Mormon. They ain't all from BYU. Them days is over, Joe. It ain't just them. At least they got a built-in excuse. They doing work for the Lord.
I don't know. Some freaks, bro. Hey, you ever met some of them? Never mind. I'm about to get my ass in trouble.
Those thoughts are the thoughts of Mar.
No, because I showed fam, I was about to give you a story before wifey, and I was like, wait, ooh. Let me not put that one out there.
We have not tapped into the Arrowhead Chief After Dark yet, so chill on that more.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm just saying, look at you.
I mean, I got access to the 8C stream yard now. I might be in this joint damn midnight after my other show. Like, hey, Chiefs Kingdom, yeah.
I'm getting phone calls. Hey, man, my man Marvin wilding, dog. Yeah, strippers and stuff. Like, what the hell?
I might have a Paul Pierce moment. Like,
yeah.
Hey,
I'm just gonna get a note from YouTube. Yeah, we're gonna shut y'all down.
Well, I'm gonna be like Ocho Cinco, exotic ballet.
He was bugging with that one. Had them girls on there.
I said exotic ballet, huh? I said, oh, okay.
Is that what we calling it now?
Hey, AHC After Dark. That's what we doing, Joe. And Joe gonna be my co-host.
There's gonna be one episode. We get shut down. Banned from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We getting banned from everything.
Hey, he
gonna have a whole bottle of Johnny Walker in his system.
Hey, and we gonna start the show off with a Joe rant. I'm telling you, it'd be gold, bro. It'd be gold.
No, you're not. I forbade you. I forbade you from coming on this show. I forbade you, Joe, from tapping into this. If my face ain't up here, you ain't getting on.
Oh shit, I'm crying, bro. Hey, this is wild. Hey, why you trying to stun on me and Joe trying to shine? Hey, it's all in the name of AAC, baby. It's for the kingdom, man. Come on, man. Oh, Joe, man. Hey, Joe, Chris trying to stun on that shine. Hey, and then we gonna get
Yeah, I'm gonna call Clarence. No.
Yeah, we gonna get him to come back. I know, man.
Oh, you hit me with the Clarence now. I'm your brother, Chris. Hit me with the Clarence, huh? Clarence gonna be on July 8th.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Clarence will be on the show July 8th. So tune in, get your popcorn, because you know it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, you already know.
He gonna have something to say. I know he gonna say something.
Oh yeah, he gonna cut up.
I'm gonna say something to piss him off anyway. So, I'm gonna say something. All I got to say is Brett Veach. Let's talk about Brett Veach being the best GM, and he gonna click his camera off, or he gonna do that turn to the side.
Hey, real quick. Hey, shout out to Whit Merrifield. Just called it a career, man.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, Whit Merrifield.
Did you see Kristaps Porzingis is going to Atlanta?
Yeah. That's a lot of movement going on in the NBA world right now.
Talking about Bam Adebayo. What's his name? Adebayo. What his name is? What's his name?
In Miami, Adebayo.
Yeah, Adebayo.
Yeah.
Asia Wilson's boyfriend. I was playing.
They don't start no man. Hey, you start. Hey man, see you petty and you an instigator. That's crazy. That's wild. Man.
I'm just playing, man. It's a joke, man. Don't be come looking for me. I'm
Hey,
just a regular guy.
Hey dog, he gonna be like, oh, I heard he gonna pull up in Vegas real quick, dog.
He was out here. Right on the court side, watching this lady cook somebody.
Yeah, because tickets is very affordable.
Oh no, they're getting a little expensive now because they won some championships. So
No. That organization and the rest of the league is besides Indiana and Las Vegas. The rest of them tickets is pretty affordable.
Liberty probably expensive too.
Oh yeah, they just want to chill. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and they looking pretty good too.
Yeah,
They might just want to repeat. Yeah,
it's either gonna be them or Minnesota because Nafisha Collier is a beast.
She out there cooking, man.
She might be the best in the league right now this year.
Whoa.
I still love my Asia, but
Whoa.
Nafisha killing it, dog. I don't know. She walking 30.
Whoa.
Nights.
Whoa. Hey. I get what you're saying. Like we can still show love to Miss Collier, but let's not do that, dog. Whoa.
You sure ain't the girl in Indiana.
Yeah, wow, bro. I can't with y'all, man.
Over under Porzingis is gonna be in Magic City.
Magic City, dog. Yeah, hey, he gonna be having them lemon pepper wings. First thing he do when he touched down.
And there with Young Jeezy and all that.
That's the first thing he gonna do is get them lemon peppers, dog.
It's funny. All right, man. You got anything else?
Nah, because y'all cutting up, man.
Nah, it's Joe. I told you Joe bad influence on us, man. He the elder statesman. He's supposed to be a good example to the community.
Nah, I wouldn't expect that from him. Nah, you putting too much pressure on him. Don't see you can't.
He doing stuff. He got a basketball team and I think it's AAU, and they win the championships out there. Shout out to Joe doing stuff with the kids and stuff, making sure the youth have something to do. Y'all, you still coaching, Joe?
Nah, too much Johnny Walker, bro.
Probably was making them coach good, man. The players growing up, man.
He said, hey coach, how many up downs we gonna do? As many as it take me to finish this bottle, this Johnny Walker. Well, can you drink it fast, coach?
Yep, all-stars now. See?
Okay.
He coaching up the next McDonald's All-American.
Okay.
How many kids you putting in the league, Joe?
Yeah.
I know what team, not the direct. No, I'm just playing, Joe. I'm just playing.
Hey, yo.
I'm just playing, Joe.
Hey, C is really bugging right now.
You know I mess with Joe, man. I gotta mess with him. I think Joe's doing a good job with the kids.
Hey, you a whole
because I couldn't do it. I damn sure. Coaching? What? Head coach?
I'm good.
All it takes is one kid, one parent. Well, my son ain't playing because he sucked. Terrible. He ain't good.
He ain't good, bro.
You wasted your money and brought this kid out here.
Wasted your money. It's crazy. Hey, you know this ain't cheap.
All these activities y'all got out here, you want to spend your money and you know your son can't play.
Mm. Oh, so you're saying this is on the parents, though? Like, so you're saying this is on the parents? Like, you should recognize that your kid ain't good and be like, yeah, let me chill out.
Come on, man.
I know. I feel you.
At some point, you know your kid ain't got no hoop dreams, and they maybe should just remain dreams in your brain. Like, you see that dribble, you see that shot.
Yeah.
You know he got 2 left feet, or she.
2 left feet. The 2 left feet.
Might want to find out if he can paint or something.
Hey, man, a petty person and a realist in the same body is crazy right now, dog.
They be a bunch of little boys who should have been girls sometimes. Damn, Joe.
Damn. Okay, now that's wild.
I wouldn't go that far. Sheesh. All right. If you look at the screen, you see the QR code for the BetUS website. It's first time users only. You put your information in, you put the promo code in, join 125, you get 125% signing bonus plus 10% gamblers insurance because they got other things on the website. That is 3 risk-free bets on $100 up to $5,000 on your first 3 deposits. So that means in your first 3 deposits, if you bet $100 and you lose, you keep your money. So you can win some money, or you can keep your money on your first 3 deposits. Go over there and sign up to BetUS. Tell them Arrowhead Chief Podcast sent you. Whatever streaming platform you use, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, whatever you use to listen to your podcast, Arrowhead Chief Podcast is available. First-time watchers on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification button. So when we go live on Tuesdays at 5:30 Central Standard Time, you can jump in the live with us. You can talk about these topics. You could be talking with Joe, like Joe is in the comment section, all this crazy stuff that he's spewing. You can come in and kind of balance that out. Because that's what we want. A nice little balance, you know what I'm saying? Get Joe up here, and then you right here somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And give us some good content that Mark can clip. And you can be on the show. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And whatever social media platform you use, whether it be X, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook, Twitch, whatever you use to do your social media, you see that right above us, that AH Chief Podcast. Follow us on that on all social media platforms. We'll follow you back because we are not Hollywood over here, Joe. What are we?
Hey, right there. He got it right there. Boom.
Bam.
We ain't Hollywood. We Hollywood.
You will not be censored. Oh.
He said you ain't gonna censor me, sir.
We'll see about that. But follow us. If you have any critiques or feedback, or if you have a question or topic that is Chiefs related or NFL related, and we like said topic or question, we will bring it up on the show. We'll shout you out on the show because we want to show love to those who show love to us. So Go ahead and hit us up via email, DM, or our mentions, and we will get back to you as soon as we see said question or topic. All right, Chiefs Kingdom. Like the title of this episode, you are in the dog days of sports until training camp is here. So we're going to try to do our best to give you some good content leading up to training camp because we know it is rough out here. It's kind of hard out here for a pimp.
Trying to get that money for the rent.
Yeah. Yeah. So until next time, good people, we'll see you next Tuesday. Be safe out there.
I'll let you.